Hey gang, welcome to another The Story So Far. This is Aaron. As always, I'm the host. As you can see, I'm in my van again. This is starting to become a regular habit apparently. It's about the only time that I'm able to actually do a show is when I'm waiting around for something to happen. Right now I'm waiting to go pick up my kids. So it was a good time to take some time to do a show. Getting right into it. A lot of interesting news in comics coming out lately. The latest thing that we've heard is Wolverine 3 is going to be happening. Hugh Jackman is signing on for that, as well as I can't remember the director from the last Wolverine movie, but he's signing back on. And just a fun fact, this is going to be including the next X-Men movie, which is X-Men Days of Future Past. Wolverine 3, I think, is going to be, I think they said the 8th time that Hugh Jackman is going to be reprising the role in a movie. So it's going to be awesome to see. I actually liked number 1. It has its flaws, but I still liked it overall. And then the Wolverine, which was number 2, was pretty good. It's getting ready to come out on video here within the next few weeks, I do believe. So can't wait to get it and rent it again. But looking forward to number 3 coming out. It'll be exciting to find out what the storyline of that movie is going to be. Other news, looks like the CW and DC Comics are developing their newest TV series, which is called it's going to be based on Our Man, and the concept for that is Our Man centers on a pharmaceutical analyst who discovers that he can see glimpses of tragic events about 1 hour into the future. He prevents these tragedies from happening, finding purpose and redemption in his life. Apparently, he's a troubled guy. I'm not sure how they're going to go with it, but it looks like it's going to be a younger type guy, and we'll see how it goes. It's interesting that they're basing this off of this one. I do believe that, if I remember right, I read that the original Our Man took a drug that gave him strength and super speed for an hour, and then they had 2 other characters that took up the mantle of Our Man, and one of those was one that had the ability to see 1 hour into the future. Sorry for that background noise. I got my window down, so but it'll be interesting to see how this one goes. Right now they've got Arrow going, which has been a fantastic series. I just finished off the first season of that, and looking forward to starting into season 2. Fortunately, I've got Netflix and Hulu for that. So season 2 is going right now. I think they just had their 5th episode, so I've got some catching up to do for that. But if you haven't seen it, definitely get on Netflix and watch it. Season 1 was fantastic. I'm excited for season 2. Also coming up in season 2 is they're going to have the Flash show up, and it's the episode that has him in it is going to be kind of a pilot episode. They're going to see how well that does, and if it does well, then they're going to spin him off into his own series. I kind of think that I hope that they're not going to wait around for that. Hopefully they're going to go ahead and greenlight that series. Like I say, Arrow is doing fantastic on its own, so I think that it's going to continue on the CW network. Also, still in development, they've been developing a Wonder Woman TV series. They did a pilot a while back. I'm not sure if that's going to see the light of day anywhere or not. I did not see it or anything. I just know that it got made, so hopefully we'll see that more. But also, DC is developing a Constantine series. If you haven't seen, if you don't know what that's about from the comic books, go check out the movie. It had Keanu Reeves in it. And then also they're developing another series called Gotham, based off of the Batman comics. I highly doubt that you're going to see anybody in it other than Commissioner Gordon. It remains to be seen on what they're going to do with the characters in that. But hopefully it does revolve around the Batman universe more than just Commissioner Gordon. The great thing about Arrow is that they've brought in villains and some heroes from the DC universe, and you will recognize who they are. So if you don't recognize them as a comic books fan, I'd really be surprised. But as a comic books fan, I know the heroes and villains that they've brought in. They've also made other references to different things in the comics universe that are not just characters, but different scenes and different things, other cities from the comics and that. So it's definitely, Arrow's definitely relating to the whole DC universe rather than just being a little standalone thing. And like I say, they're bringing in the Flash soon, so it'll be interesting to see how that spins off. Also, just announced by Marvel, they just announced that they're going to have 4 new TV series that are going to be direct to Netflix, and it's going to be Daredevil, Jessica Jones, I think Luke Cage, and possibly Iron Fist. I'm not positive on that, but they're going to have all 4 are going to have their own 13 episode standalone series, and then based on how that does, then they'll have a mini series that comes together called The Defenders. And if you don't know who the Defenders are, again, go to comics and get your references there for those. But it's cool that they're doing that. They're going off of the Avengers model where they do their standalones first and then do a group series based off of that. And so I think it's cool because the Defenders are an actual group in the comic books. It's not something that they're just making up for these television series to lead into. So it'll be really cool to see how this happens. Hopefully they do take a cue from DC on Arrow and also Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and do their television series correctly. And hopefully they're not rushed. But it sounds, from what I understand, they will release all 13 episodes of each series all at once, so that way you can go ahead and just watch them as you would like. So that's great for a guy like me who likes to just go through and just assimilate everything as much as possible, as fastly as possible. So I'm really looking forward to that. Thor is opening up this weekend. Can't wait to go see it. I'm not going to be able to see it this weekend, but here in the next couple of weeks, I'm definitely going to go see it. You got Captain America coming out in early 2014, I think March, if I remember right. And looking at the trailers for that movie, it's going to be pretty awesome. So just looking forward to the next slate of Marvel stuff that they got coming out. News on the next Superman movie. It's starting to get convoluted, if you ask me. It's supposed to be a Superman-Batman movie, but now they're talking that they're going to have Nightwing show up, which I know that some of our viewers are really excited about. But also there's talk of Wonder Woman showing up in it, and that's where it's starting to get convoluted, because it sounds like they're just starting to throw a bunch of heroes into it, and I think they're going to I think they're going to screw it up if they get too many cameos going in it. So hopefully Nightwing and Wonder Woman are the only cameos that happen in it, and save the rest for later, because it's supposed to be a part 2 to Superman, but it sounds like they're really going off the rails. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully they just don't screw this up. The last 3 Batman movies were all great. Superman was good. So we'll see how it goes. Other than that, I don't really have anything else going, so this is going to be a real short video for this time around. But definitely getting more plugged into the comic book news and that as time goes on. So you'll definitely see a lot more of that. Other things of note, Giants aren't doing too good in football right now. I think they're 1-6. Maybe 1-5. So we'll have to see. I know they're playing the Raiders this weekend, so they might get their second win of this season. We'll just see. The Raiders haven't been playing as badly as they have in the past, so they could come out on top. The Jazz are not doing that well. They have yet to get their first win of the season. So that's pretty much it for sports. Other than that, I haven't got any news stories for you. Like I said, I'm doing this from the van this week, so we're keeping it short. But next week's episode, I think we're definitely going to try and make longer. Like I say, I'm definitely plugged into a lot more comic news, so I'll be staying up on that a lot more. And basically more entertainment news, just trying to get into that a little bit. And we'll see if we wind up having a co-host for next week. But other than that, that's going to be it. This has been Aaron, and this has been the story so far. We'll catch you next time.